Hello everybody, today is February 2nd, Monday, minute before market open. Today we have news at 10 a.m, ISM PMI. What really happens, price drops down to take sell side on both NQ and ES, tapping off this 4 hour, not taking external sell side, which is right here. Let's see, external sell side. On ES, this is actually respecting OTE of the higher time frame, but on NQ, we are pretty much disrespecting it. We then push up. We have this new week already formed. Price is pushing up into this new week and 4 hour order block level. And on this 4 hour range, we are pushing into equilibrium on NQ. OTE on ES. It's not really sure if this is gonna most likely consolidate for a little. Air market open pushes. It looks like we do want to push upwards towards Asia high instead of having anything to do with this order block and likely just wanting to fill that new week. Which we could have predicted that. It was not very difficult to predict. But there may be a trade at 10 a.m. But it looks like price is going to take Asia high on these levels. Either that or we get some sort of retracement for pretty much edging Asia high. This 15-minute order block right here. Could end up taking, forming an SMT. Looks like we're going to. And we do. Take that buy side on NQ. ES has yet to take. And we just formed equal highs. But we do take that buy side as well. So we take both of these buy side levels. This 4 hour is, or this 2 hour plus 1 hour is pretty much negligible, negated. And we are pushing up on ES as well. Now we could end up pushing back down, but I do believe that this could be that kind of range. Since we already tapped OTE on ES, this could be a straight reversal bullish, which then I would be wanting to see a tap of this 1 hour at 10 a.m. which could be a decent trade. Now ES is still inside of this 4 hours, so this could be a tap of this wick as well. You have this 4 hour order block wick. But overall, this does look like price is going to give us some sort of small retrace and maybe push bullish. It's my ideas for this day. But we shall see. I will update. Alright, so it is 9:43. We're tapping the CE of this order block on the 4-hour of ES quite perfectly. This one right here aligns pretty well with this 4-hour order block sequence on ES. And I switched the OTE range to the high time frame, so from this high, this low. And it looks like ES is actually nearing OTE, which is aligned with this new day gap, as well as this new day gap for OTE on NQ. And of course, new day gaps always cause some sort of retracement, reversal, something. So that could be a decent target. But I'm looking to get some sort of retracement to a level. I'm gonna probably wait till 10 a.m. to see if we can get something, because we have equal buy side in New York lunch, New York PM from last week. Some equal buy side levels we could target. But of course, I'm probably rather take out the range from this 1-hour expansion instead, which aligns pretty well with the CE of this 2-hour. So we could try to get a trade off of that. Of course, I'm not sure if price wants to just take the levels instead of giving us a retracement, since equilibrium is quite close of this range. But we do look bullish just from confluence and such. Those look like ES is going to take those buy side levels, possibly even take previous day high, which is from last week, of course. But we've got a lot of levels, more equal buy side right here, equal buy side here. This is relative, this is more exact. It also aligns with the 2-hour gap. There's no real 2-hour gaps here. Except for right here, so probably gonna mark that out. ES also has the same 2-hour gap. It's not a 4-hour, right? Nope. Same little 2-hour gap right here. So we could get some sort of reaction off. Yeah, just a lot of confluences indicating bullish movement. We do have equal sell side below. I just wanted to mark that just in case, but this is an SMT on ES with these two little lows, which I think is just a pre-market SMT, which indicates an expansion higher. Could have seen that pre-market, but I would have rather just waited. But yeah, I'm gonna update if we get some sort of reversal or retracement, I mean. I didn't say this at the beginning because I forgot, but we're gonna say this. I am a profitable trader. I am a calm, disciplined man. I believe Jesus Christ will help me, and I will never give up on my dreams. I am a profitable trader. I am a calm, disciplined man. I believe Jesus Christ will help me, and I will never give up on my dreams. So price ends up taking these equal highs on ES and filling this 2-hour, on NQ and filling this 2-hour on ES. I still believe this to be the target, possibly previous day high. So 10 a.m. is about to close, or about to come. When 10 a.m. does come, I'm thinking of, we have this 1-hour order block below the equal sell side. So I'm thinking of taking something at equilibrium, probably of this range, not necessarily at the order block because the equal lows are there. We could. I'm just gonna have to see if we get some sort of 5-minute confirmation. But I'm gonna see if we retrace, or we could just end up just going up, not getting any retrace at all. We'll just have to see. All right, so it's now 10 a.m. and we did take these equal buy side levels, and it looks like we could get a retracement. But if we end up making a shift on the 5-minute to go lower, I might just take a short targeting equilibrium of the retracement. Seeing as I don't necessarily want to wait for this to flip and do whatever. But anyways, there's also a 2-hour order block here I'm going to mark out on both ES and NQ. It's a 2-hour and a 1-hour, so this could be something to indicate bullish movements. Bullish movement, bullish movement, bullish movement, right? Yeah, so we're just gonna see. Rather just wait on the 5-minute instead. Let's see if we get a shift lower. We could end up closing higher here, which would be confusing, but we'll see. So it looks like we're not going to get any sort of retracement. ES just tapped into the OTE level as well as this new day gap. Pretty much going to edge previous day high, it looks like. Right here. So, yeah. Looks like it. Could we get a retracement off of this? It's possible. But the thing is, we could take it at this 5-minute, right? But there's a lot of confluences indicating a higher retracement to this 2-hour line with this equilibrium of that range. Now, it's a bit tricky since we don't know if price wants to tap into this 2-hour on NQ before we get a retracement, since price is pretty much pushing its way up. We do have this 4 hours, so let's mark out another 4-hour order block. So we do have this 4-hour we could get some sort of price retracement to, which is a good thing I caught that, because it's better to catch those instead of not catching those. We also have this 1-hour gap, so a lot of levels. Lots of levels here. So I have further buy side, previous day high buy side, and then external right here. But I don't know. I do want to wait until we get some sort of solid retracement, because there's a decent amount of levels that price could end up pushing towards. I'll go ahead and delete this order block levels. And now we're probably gonna wait until we get a further expansion, but it's difficult because that 5-minute does indicate price wanting to push up, at least on ES, to take that buy side, you know. Could be a trade here. Probably gonna have to wait and see how that plays out. So we're edging buy side liquidity for previous day high. Of course, that retrace is way higher than usual. do have a feeling this buy side up here is higher confluence. But I mean, at that point it's like we're already gonna flip in. I don't know. I really don't know. We're just gonna have to wait. We're probably gonna take this buy side on ES pretty much right now, and end up just waiting. On this 5 minute, to be honest. I'll have to update. This could be a tricky trade. Like I could enter here off this 2 minute tap, which is not really that big of a tap on ES. I guess we tapped the wick, but we tap back into this new day, right? So I don't really want to take that. I'd rather wait for like a 5 minute maybe. Also wait for the original trade, since there's already equal buys way above here with that 2 hour, with this new week, new day actually on ES. I mean NQ. I keep saying ES. So yeah, I'd probably rather wait, to be honest. Yeah, probably rather wait. For a setup that's like way cleaner. I'm in the direction of the bias as well, because sorry, I'm really stupid and gay. I'm so sorry, bruh. Yeah, so I don't know. Five minutes about to close. We do end up closing, so we can now see the 5 minute, what we want to do. Remaining inside this 1 hour, filling it. Tapping the 4 hour CE. ES has something. I don't even know what ES doesn't really have anything above except for all-time highs, really. So yeah, that could be a target, but NQ has a lot of decent targets. I'm looking to take trade off of. I am looking to take trade off of mine. I am looking to take trade off of. And we are tapping that order block right there quite perfectly. This could be short. On ES, but I don't trade ES. I trade NQ. So I'd rather just wait. And, yeah, I'm gonna wait. Alright, so it looks like we're going to form a little bit of an SMT here, which is actually a good sign for bearish push, for a bearish push. Now it is a little bit tricky because we still have levels above on ES. But we're going to wait anyways to see if we can end up pushing down, getting some sort of trade bearish possibly. One to one really isn't too bad of a trade. Only like 40 points. But who knows, really. Could be a counter trend idea, so not really terrible. Oh, we're gonna see. Oh yeah, and we have that 15-minute. That could end up closing. Bullish, bearish, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, so we're gonna see. So I ended up entering here off this 5-minute shift down because we got that 4-hour CE, filled this 1 hour, have this 5-minute order block yet to be filled. So obviously I'm not targeting that, I'm just targeting off points. And we have this SMT as well as like another confluence. So to me this seems clean. See if this hits. If not, confluence is wrong, but literally just targeting kind of a lower gap. So we're gonna see what happens. I'll update all of you guys. Thank you. Alright, trade does end up hitting. Exited pretty much right here. Little bit before TP, full TP. Rather do that than wait. I don't really care, man. Like, it's not that big a deal. Let's see on Tradeovate what the trade was for how much, because I don't really remember. Maybe like 900. Yeah, like 900. Not bad. That's gonna be it for me today. Log out. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I'm gonna probably come back here maybe after market, see if we do end up going to that 5-minute, and of course external targets being these equal highs. We're gonna see if those get hit as well. But the reason I took this just really quick is, you know, we were pushed up, had a huge expansion already, formed a 5-minute order block, has not been retraced to at all. We then tap into this 1 hour fair value gap filling it, and this 4-hour order block CE on NQ. ES is just a regular 4-hour. Then we end up, I could have taken this on the 2-minute off of this SMT, since we form an SMT between these two highs, indicating bearish shift. End up entering after we make this shift right here. Price retraces to this 5-minute order block, targeting just 1-to-1 based off stop loss, which is aligned with this 5-minute fair value gap. So that's cleaner, not bad. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Peace.